Hi, my name is Mitch Ziegler. I'm a physical therapist and a professor at Spring Arbor University. I'm going to show you some exercises for your shoulder today. And we're going to move in 3 planes of motion with these shoulder exercises. They're going to be at shoulder height. It's important to understand with the function of the shoulder, the activities you do with your shoulder are normally reaching out activities and then pulling in activities. And we don't exercise in just these kind of planes of motion. We actually typically work in diagonal patterns and just multiple different patterns. So we're going to kind of stay away from maybe some of the traditional exercises like this and move into some more functional type of exercises for the shoulder. But again, we're going to work in all 3 planes of motion. So I'm going to show you what I call the tri-plane shoulder punch routine. So we're going to start with weights at shoulder height, and we're just going to punch straight out. It doesn't matter if you rotate your hand over. If you rotate and maybe it causes a little bit of discomfort in your shoulder, then just keep your thumb facing upward like this, okay? And if that doesn't even work, you can actually even do it like this. So try any of those. I just typically teach it like this. It does create a little bit of rotation in the shoulder, which is good. So you do 10 punches on either side. And then the next part of the exercise is we're actually going to go and we're going to punch across, which works the transverse plane. So the first one, by punching straight out, worked the sagittal plane. Now we're working the transverse plane, okay, which works the shoulder muscles in a different fashion, okay? So we do 10 on each side here, and then lastly, we're going to punch to the side, which works the frontal plane of motion. So we punch to the side, then we punch to the side, and to the side, and then to the side. So we've got all 3 planes of motion. We've got sagittal plane, we've got transverse plane, and we have frontal plane. And then lastly, we're going to throw in a real difficult one that I don't think the camera crew is ready for. So it's actually it's working in the transverse plane, except now you're going to punch behind, and you're going to punch behind. Okay, so punch behind and punch behind. And this is good to get your whole body into it, and punch as far back behind as you can. Okay, this works transverse plane too. So we've got a transverse plane in the anterior quadrant. We've got a transverse plane in the posterior quadrant. And then we have the frontal plane and then the sagittal plane. So we want to do 10 in each direction on each side. And that's all I've got. So thank you very much for watching my video.